Hey, how you going? SteveBarker from Raw Leadership, and I just want to jump on and share with you some insights around my new book, Redefining Leadership: 101 Audacious Leadership Tips for Today's Leaders. Now, in the book, there is 101 tips around leadership, whether this be your own personal leadership, whether this be leading people within teams or within your community or even within your family. The idea of the book is that it's a standalone book. You can just pick it up and read any element, any tip, and it might be relevant to you. But I want to be able to go through and share some of the tips with you. So I've just randomly selected this tip. This is in chapter 2, all about well-being. And this tip is about the 3 questions that we ask of people when we first meet them. Now, why is this important? Well, as leaders, we need to know the questions that people are asking of us. Now, these are subliminal. These are unconscious, subconscious questions that people are always asking. This is a pattern of human behavior. So whenever we meet someone new, we're always asking 3 questions of them. And those 3 questions is 1, can I trust you? 2, do you like me? 3, what am I going to get from my interaction with you? Now, it's important that we know this as leaders, because if people are asking these questions of us, then we need to be able to answer those questions. And trust, how do we know, or how do we let people know that they can trust us? Well, think about the people that you trust. Think about what they do to build that trust. They actually follow through on what they say they're going to do. They're reliable. They commit, and they have your back. This is what we need to be able to do to be able to answer these questions. So number 1, can they trust us? We need to demonstrate that. Question number 2, do you like me? Well, again, we're not really going to know this until we actually get to know the person. But when we are building rapport, when we're actually creating these connections with people, let's do it with a friendly style. Don't go in there with the autocratic leadership style of, I'm the boss and you need to do as you're told. I've got superiority over you. You're one of my subordinates. That's not going to happen. That's not going to work. So we want to go in there friendly, open, and just being authentically ourselves. This is one of the things that a lot of people struggle with when they're looking at their leadership. How do they become authentically themselves without having to wear that mask, without having to pretend to be something that they're not actually? So if we're going to become friends with somebody, if we're going to like somebody, then we need to nurture that relationship. And again, it starts with that question of trust. So first question, can I trust you? Second question, do you like me? Third question, what's in it for me? Now, this is where, as a leader, we want to be able to add value to those around us. We want to be able to add value to them. Now, how do we do this? Well, I've often saying leaders need to be green and growing. We always need to be learning. We always need to be developing new stuff so that we become interesting. We've got stuff to be able to share with people. This is another great tool that this book can be used for. You can take these tips and you can share them with other people, just like I'm sharing this with you right now. So when we start to answer the question, what is somebody going to get out of the relationship or the connection with us? Well, we can give them heaps and heaps of raw material, experience, hints, tips, hacks, support, guidance, training, learning, wisdom, whatever you want to call it. And this is how we answer those 3 questions so that people actually want to connect with us. This is how we grow as leaders. Remember, you're always being asked 3 questions. First question, can I trust you? Second question, do you like me? Third question, what's in it for me? What am I going to get from this? So when you're meeting someone new, whether you're networking, whether this be a new colleague, whether this be a new supplier, whether it be a new friend, you don't know them. And these are the 3 questions. Now, also, let's remember, we ask those questions of other people all the time as well. So just be mindful of that, because we'll be checking in to see, A, can we trust that person? B, do they like us? And C, what are we going to get from them? So just be aware of those 3 universal questions that we all ask of each other. I hope this tip has served you well. Hope it gives you another insight into human behavior. My name's Steve Barker. I'm from Raw Leadership, and I help grow and develop new leaders. Till we talk again, take care. See you.